friends, it's me, Cynthia,
and Azalea.
and we are.
Green Girl Studios.
We're never gonna get that.
We're never gonna get it on time. Maybe next time we'll get it on time.
It's our
It's gonna
dearest
be like
wish.
it's gonna be like a cartoon
Like
opening.
a cartoon opening. We're a couple minutes early. Actually, we're a little bit late. But it turns out for doll repaint supplies, you need quite a bit of supplies. You need paint. You need sprays. So many sprays. I'm gonna have Azalea go out and spray some of these dolls from the past. Oh, it looks like hello, ladies, says Rosalinda. How are you? Our friends joining us on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. It's warm here in Asheville. It's not usually this warm. It's probably because the rest of everywhere is hot. So here is even hot. It's kind of weird. We don't usually get. I mean, it was like 82 degrees, and
it gets warm every summer here. We're in the South.
Yeah,
I like living in the South.
But Asheville, is a little higher elevation, so you get.
Oh, we might have to project a little bit if nobody's got headphones in. We might have to talk a little louder.
Oh, did someone say it's too? A 115.
That's crazy.
I would die. 91, Kathy.
It was 90 yesterday when we were doing all that heavy lifting outside in the thick overalls.
Cherie, try doing that thing where you refresh if you're frozen.
You can leave it and then close Facebook or YouTube or whatever and then come back in.
Deanna from North Carolina. You're back. We didn't go anywhere, Cherie. You went somewhere. Oh, June. Hello, June. Our friends. So today, I don't know if anyone's we were like, who is going to watch this? I don't know.
People know that we're going on. We got the newsletter out later than we usually have it, but the newsletter went out, and y'all are used to us going at 7 on Sunday. And then even before 7, I did that Facebook post, I think it posted, saying we're going on at 7:15. So people should know.
It's not our usual thing that we're doing. It's not the usual. My tutorials are usually like, I don't know, like painting, drawing, This is something from the past that I still do now.
I used to be really into this.
It started when Azalea was like 7. Would you say 7? Even earlier. So when she was little, she found out I could repaint dolls, and so she would say, Mom,
you got to paint this one.
I want an Amy Pond doll, because she was a huge Doctor Who
super
person.
Into Doctor
She
Who.
was so into Doctor
little.
Who. Hello,
Meryl. Than the usual demographic.
Kalite, hello. I love how you called that the Happy Magical Sunday. I love that. Paula, good evening.
Because we usually do kind of magical things.
We do magical things.
We have
Janice, hi there.
We have our lot sale today. We're selling some stuff that we actually haven't put on lot sales before. We have some of our classics, like the Blueberry Sapphire.
You had a couple.
I call it the Blueberry Sapphire.
They're getting down to the last.
Down to the last few.
But
we also have some other stuff that we haven't had out yet. And we got some of Mom's necklaces today. We've never sold any of her necklaces through the live sale. Only at shows and on the website. But we had some of our friends commenting in our group asking about the necklaces. And I was thinking maybe we can have it as a couple of our lots tonight. And if they don't sell tonight at the lot sale, we can just put them on the website.
Yeah, why not?
People can look at them. We sold them on the website before. We've never done a lot sale for the necklaces.
Hello, Julie. It's very enchanting. So look at this. This is a doll I repainted to look. It doesn't really look like Amy Pond.
I always thought it kind of reminded me of Jess a little bit.
It kind of does look like Jess.
And maybe when she was in her 20s.
Let me see if I could get that a little closer. So
that camera's not doing it justice.
The camera is making it kind of look like a little.
I want to paint this one. Look at her cute little thighs.
She's and then I did this one. I have a bunch of ones that I repainted years and years and years ago.
I like that
some of them I've sold. Some of them.
I didn't know you ever sold any.
In my collection.
Well, I played with them.
You did play with them. I made them mostly so Azalea. So this one had like a really weird color to work with.
Since she's so pink. I like the color of her skin though. I like that color. Show her full body. She's a circus doll from the Monster High line.
Yeah,
this big circus doll.
It was one of the big ones.
She's like 16
look at those,
inches tall.
Look at those shoes that came with it.
I was saying we should paint those too.
Oh yeah, Frozen Charlottes. I've done those. So we've done mostly fashion dolls, and a lot of the times
Barbies and Monster High dolls a lot.
I
BJDs.
have repainted them because the face paint is sometimes horrendous. I don't know why. Like Bratz dolls, I think we've repainted a couple of ones that we found, practice ones, at thrift
We've
stores.
never bought Bratz dolls.
We had something that was like, or given to us. And you can find a lot of dolls at thrift shops, and you can, practice on those. And it's kind of fun to do if if you have a bunch of dolls that you don't like the face on, or, it's too garish. A lot of times they are garish. So it's fun to...
Sometimes they're, when they paint the dolls with the factory, they sometimes have buggy eyes.
Mhm.
Like this one, I think she's got...
Look at this dress that Azalea made.
I was pretty...
Ann
little when I
Gardan,
made
our
that.
friend, she says, "Hey, Azalea, I need your address to send sewing supplies. I am purging."
Oh
Wonderful.
yeah, I saw that message you sent me. I'll get to it.
Isn't this a cute dress? So Azalea went through a phase of making these Barbie dresses out of quilting cotton.
They're a little bit junky.
Yeah, I mean,
But I
you
was
were
young.
learning. You were learning. See, there's a
Instead of-
little bit of a gap, but that's...
Ugh. Let's stop showing that now.
I showed this side.
Take that one away.
Well, here you have one here. Their hair is really wombly. Look, this one's hand sewn. Back in the day when she hand sewed the top. Not bad. Colite
great
says,
either.
"What kind of paint do I use?" I use acrylics. And Vicky, it can be hard to make doll dresses. It can be.
I learned
But-
by making doll dresses. I only started sewing for humans after I had been playing with dolls. So I'm kind of used to it. I started out with making like Barbie clothes, mostly Barbie dresses just like this, because this is just rectangles, and then you can make a dart, or you can make darts here, and that was pretty simple. Mom taught me how to do that. And from there, I moved on to bigger dolls and bigger, and then I've done some really itty bitty dresses for our
Our
dolls,
mini dolls.
112 scale dolls. I
112.
think I made a couple dresses
show
for those,
that.
but not as many since they're so itty bitty. I could do it now since my hand sewing is better.
Yeah,
But
your
now I
hand
make
sewing
now I make clothes for dolls that are kind of big, and I make human clothes.
I
so.
learned to sew from my grandma, and we had what was called a sewing circle around
If
a
you show
quilt.
that, it might get taken down since she's naked.
I'll put my fingers over it. If anyone's, I mean, really, this is so small. Azalea's concerned because I make.
People,
Oh, hello,
it's happened
Jermaine.
before.
So I'm going to
Hello.
block her business.
Well,
So,
Facebook
look,
is sensitive. If you
they
show
are
anything with a little
sensitive.
bit of nudity, Facebook and Instagram, then they'll remove it.
This is a tiny doll I made. You guys have seen it before, different times. But I have been carving more of them all week. It's been fun. Really fun to make all the little doll parts. I could do it all day
People probably
long.
want to see you paint it now.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, this one has a sock.
I was like
One
one
singular
side. This is like
sock.
Azalea. She
That was like
got
me.
that good style right there.
I know, one sock and one no sock.
All right, I'm going to flip this with this poopy, goofy. I need to get another one. It's on my wish list. There's a new, whatever this thing is called. I'm gonna
This
flip
tripod. Teresa, this is going to be fun.
I
agree.
hope so.
We haven't done any doll painting in years, or at least I haven't. I used to do it, but it was not very
I've
good.
done doll painting. I like it. All right, let's see. Okay, we're here. Where's that? Oh, give me a paper towel. I'm going to show you guys how to take the stuff off. All you need to take their face off. I'll leave hers on because it looks pretty good. It's not as horrendous as some that I've seen in the past, but hers, it's okay.
Tea?
Yes, Azalea's going to make me tea. What a good daughter. So, let's see. This is, boy, I tightened this container of acetate. Now I can't get the lid off. All right. I was trying to transfer this thing in, but now Azalea, you're going to have to get this off. I can't get it. This thing of acetate.
Acetone.
Acetone.
Tell them that nail polish remover is also
Nail polish remover, but get the kind without any moisturizing. Have your dad open it.
It's just.
Oh, you got it?
Stuck with the plastic part. Talk about something else for a second.
As I was like, you got to do something else. So one of the things, just go take it down to your dad and let him
Dad's
open
not
it.
able to do it because this is not. It's not a matter of strength. It's this thing is on the top of sliding around.
Okay, I've got an idea. Hand it over. Pop it off with that. Go old school way. There you go. She did it.
Good.
Okay, here's my... This is called a Stay Wet palette. These are some of my most favorite supply. Oh, you guys want to see a painting I did?
Here, do this.
This is a painting I made. This is for a project I'm working on with Hobie. Alright, so this is some... I'm going to have to...
Here's the lid.
Okay, so this is acetone. You don't want to get this on your wood because it will eat it away. If you have any kind of nail polish on, you don't want to play with it with this because it will just remove it. So this is like full strength acetone. If you use regular nail polish, sometimes it doesn't take it all off. It just removes some of it. And you don't want to get it in the hair. Okay, so that looks good. Almost. There's a little more in the... You know what's useful for this are those little pointed stick... it's like a cotton swab, but it has a pointy end, if you guys have seen those. Sometimes I use that to get in there and get the corners out, because that can be tricky. Let's see, I'll use this tool and see if I can dig it out in there. Some of that paint. Oh. Yeah, it comes off quick. If you use regular nail polish remover, it might not. If it has that moisturizing feature, sometimes.
It'll be easier to find than regular acetone.
Well, you can get acetone at the hardware store. Although, you know what? We were trying to find denatured alcohol in California, and I was so surprised to learn that you can't really get it there. You have to, you basically just can't get it. And I was like, why? And apparently it's used to make drugs somehow. Now she looks spooky. Okay, Azalea, now you know what to do. Wipe this one with, we're not going to show this, but you wash off the face with soap and water briefly, and then you use...
You have to tie the hair back, and then you can use Mr. Super Clear.
That's this. Mr. Super Clear. And if you don't have that, you can use Tester's Dull Coat.
You can get where?
You can get it at the hobby store. That's this. Oh, this is Hobby Lobby, $5. And you can see it's not shiny because of the frosty cap. And it says Dull Coat. Now, this stuff's awesome because you can use this and spray other things and then paint on it. It's kind of like this stuff. I found this in the garage earlier when we were rearranging. And this is from Cheap Joe's. And I don't know if you guys have ever used this for anything, but I love this clear gesso. I love it, and I love it more because you can put it on a painting. Say, for example, I'll show you. You put it on a painting and say it's getting kind of where it's kind of slick from the buildup of acrylics. You can go in, recoat the whole thing, and let it dry. It'll be clear. You'll see everything under it. It won't even haze it out. And then you can paint right on top. It's like magic. And it works on wood, plastics I've tried, and it worked. It's pretty good. Okay, so usually what I do for the next step of this is I get a plastic bag and then I poke their head through it. So let's see. I'm going to cut this one up. You guys are probably like, what is happening? Oh, thanks, June. I'm going to try and build that little lady, that little fairy. Yeah, if you guys thought that looked spooky, this is even more spooky. Nice, huh? Alright. I have makeup here, and sometimes this works. I also have what is called pan pastels. Now I've shown you all these before. These are just pastels that are compressed into a pan shape, and that's good for using like a little brush, or let's see, this is aimed right at my face. We don't need to shine up myself with the light. And sometimes these blushes, they're like natural, you know, they're natural human colors, so you don't have to mix and match to do with the pan pastel, because that can be tricky sometimes. All right, let me get a brush and show you how this works. Hey, Azalea. I think she went down to brush that. Now, I want to spray this, but I'll just show you now how to do this, because I'm getting tired of waiting for the Mr. Super Clear doll. We'll move on to that one next. I might have already sprayed this. So I'm going to use some of this makeup. And I've got a brush here. Let's see, poke that. I need some tape. Okay. I'm going to do a light layer. We tried dyeing the hair a different color. It was a weird color. And we used Rit dye nylon for synthetics. And I accidentally got some on the head. So it's kind of like a birthmark. Yeah, this is almost the same color, so it's not really adding a lot. But it's kind of blending in where I accidentally got that dye on her head. Kind of blending that out. And it sticks right to it. See that? And the other thing is it kind of makes for a nice surface to paint on. So see, it has a light sparkle. Sharon says, yeah, dolls can be pretty freaky. You know, I heard a phrase called the uncanny valley. And that is when a doll goes, it flies too close and is a little too realistic. Some area is a little too realistic. And it turns out humans don't like that for whatever reason. I kind of like it. That uncanny valley is appealing to me. But I can see how it can be distressing to others. Let's see. So let's see what this is. Polychrome. Nope. I was looking for watercolor. I have this thing of all of my pencils. They're all in one container, so it's kind of hard to figure where's the watercolor ones and where are the ones that are not watercolor. Okay, these look like they would work.
All right. I've gotten her into burrito spa mode.
Oh, burrito
This is the
spa.
technique. This is what I learned from a YouTuber I really like on YouTube. So we've cleaned off her face with acetone, and then we've washed off the acetone with warm soap and water so it doesn't disintegrate the vinyl. And this is her hair wrapped up. I used some scrap pieces of fabric lying around, so I wrapped up her clothes and I wrapped up her hair, and I put some pins into her already existing reroot needle holes in her head to hold this in place. And so now we can spray this and it'll be a perfect base for working on. So while Mom talks, I'm going to use Mr. Super Clear outside on the porch, well-ventilated area, and spray her face.
Keep it in a moving motion. Azalea, I moved on with this one, and I'm going to show how to do this, but we can, you know, do two. We'll come back to it. All right, I'm going to get in here close. Azalea, Laura said, my husband just walked through and said, what the heck are you watching? Doll customizing. All right, so this, I thought that was like a brown, but it turns out it's actually more of a red. So I'm going to get one that is a nice... Now, watercolor pencils are good because you can just wipe it off if you don't like it. All right, this one is Russet, and it's an ink. It's called an Inktense. All right, so I'm going to draw her eyebrows on. Yeah, she does need little tiny cucumbers. That's cute. Now, this is the part that can be kind of tricky. Oh, like a Dexter episode. Perfect. Yeah, you don't want to go too hard. Like, this is the easiest part to mess up.
Outside, so I'm bringing her in to dry.
All right.
Set her over there. The cool dry air is good for the doll face.
Perfect. So I'm just going to draw her eyebrows on. This reminds me of just, I had this thing called fashion plates when I was growing up. And I had one of the fashion plates that had faces. And it was really fun to put makeup on them. I loved it. And this is kind of giving me those same vibes. Julie. Julie said she thought that was the same thing she was thinking, as it was a Dexter episode with the plastic. Yeah, I could see that. So these pencils will just wipe off if you don't seal them. And so I use Mr. Super Clear. And if I didn't like what I did, I could just use my thumb and I could just wipe it right off. And sometimes it's easy to kind of mess up their eyebrows. Hello, Carmen. Oh, yeah, Vicky. She says she loves Inktense. You know, I used these on different projects and for like fabric, and it works pretty well. Because then it supposedly stays on. And I was doing an embroidered jean jacket, and I used the Inktense, and then I steamed it so that I would have a guide for where I was going to embroider. And it worked out. I mean, they advertised it as not coming out ever, but they did kind of come out a little bit, I thought. Oh, yeah, the plastic bag over her head. Yeah, you're going to look good. Colite says, well, sounds a little scary. Hi, we're going to erase your face and put you in a plastic bag. But don't worry, you'll look marvelous, especially when you come out. Cherie had color forms, fun, not fashionable. Yeah. I think it's fun too. You know, a lot of the things that I've done over the years are when I just don't like what's happening with the makeup.
I got you some chamomile honey tea because chamomile and honey are good for your throat.
Oh, thank you, daughter.
Sorry, guys, if my arm got in the
Look
way.
at this cup we got at the Big Crafty. Isn't this so funny? Might get ourselves kicked off the Facebook. But isn't that funny?
Titty mug! I have one myself.
It's they're all different. All right, so I just work in layers and use a little bit of this colored pencil. You can use different colored pencils, but you're not going to get the eye whites. I mean, humans don't have that bright of a white in their eye anyway.
It's more of a grayish blue, I found.
Yeah, exactly. Cherie says, aren't Inktense pencils Inktense watercolors? Yeah, if I got this wet, so I'll show you. That's the color that you're going to get. But you can see on the doll, it doesn't show up that color because it's not wet. It's more of a kind of a taupe color. But on her, it's I was trying to match her hair a little bit. All right, let me see. I had a kind of a pinkish color. Now for the lips, you can go around and just do like lip liner. I kind of do feel like I'm giving her a little bit of a makeover. We had so much fun making over these dolls. Azalea was like, I want one that's like a vampire. So we made some with little tiny teeth. But then it kind of looked like she had how do you say it? What's a nice way to say it? You remember that one that we painted and we put little teeny fangs?
I loved her so much. I remember that. She had the black hair and you painted her up and I think she looked good. I don't have any critique for that doll.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hi, Kalisha. National Geographic up in here. You guys are so funny. I hesitated to do this because I thought, I don't know if anybody's going to want to watch this. It's so
pretty
weird.
Enthralling. I mean, those YouTubers have millions and millions of subscribers, and this is all they do. So.
Oh, really?
It's somebody's
jam.
Somebody likes. I like it. I am one of those subscribers. I'd be watching.
She looked a little thin-lipped there, so I gave her a little extra. You know, I did go somewhere and I saw a gal, she outlined her lips so hard.
Oh my gosh, at the Cure concert, that was absolutely wild.
Yeah, it was not a good look. But, um, you know, from the front it looked really good.
That's a trend right now in makeup where people will use lip liner and they'll go over their cupid's bow and outside the line of their lips, which only looks good from the front view on a
Yeah,
camera
it only
with a
looks
filter.
good.
Because the second you go outside and people actually see you or you turn your face, it's all very obvious that you don't have a lot going on. In
Your
mouth.
lips are real
Your
thin.
lips are pretty little, and then you're trying to make it just kind of. It has clown vibes.
Yeah, a little
Bless
bit.
their hearts.
Well, clown vibes are still a vibe. Now, what do I do with all those brushes I brought down here? Oh, here you go. My favorite brush, Snap. So I'm gonna make her eye white color. This palette, this is a piece of paper, and oh, Kalite says, "Do you ever give the dolls a tattoo or henna design?" Yeah.
That's a
Oh,
good
Kimberly
idea.
says, now I want to fix all my Barbies. Yeah, it's fun. So if you ever look at your eye white, you'll notice it's not actually white. It's more of a gray, actually. And I'm trying to mix that color here. It's kind of a, I don't know, like a steel color. We'll put it on there and you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm going to put my Optivisors on. I'm going to risk it. I bought this shelf that's a rolling cart, and I am so surprised. I didn't think of doing this before. Like, have that rolling cart in every room. Okay, so that's layer 1 of her eye shine. And it looks kind of like I didn't even do anything, to be honest. Let's go a little more aggressive in that color
A little more aggressive.
to get in there and get this show started. Now you can see if I do too aggressive, then it's like a little scary. And we don't want her to look scary. We want it to look friendly. Oh, what's that? Looks pretty, I don't know what color I would call that. Maybe a kind of an aquamarine color. I'm going to wet this brush. Oh, I don't give any of my Barbies. That's been a thing since the 80s. Now, yeah, well, we did do some of them when we were growing up, but they didn't look that good, like, at all. These look surprisingly better, I think. I'm going to go in with a little bit of this reddish color on her lips. I could never resist. The most fun part is putting on their lip gloss at the end. There, I'll straighten it out so it looks more natural. Yeah, I don't know if that helped. Because this brush is a little bit, how do you say, it's seen better days. That doesn't look bad. Ann Gardan says, when being questioned by police, really it is a craft. Green Girls did it on a demo.
Wow.
It is, it's fun. Alright, I'm gonna get in here and do her eyeliner now. You guys wish me luck. Here's the hard part.
You don't need that much luck. You have done dozens and dozens of repaints.
No, I mean, okay, so the secret to this is brace your arm. My arms are braced firmly on the table.
Practice.
And they are not, I don't have any wiggle room here because I do not like my arm to wiggle. If you're free floating above anything, when you're painting anything,
your advice is always brace the arm.
Brace that
arm. We can
arm.
also tell people that if you're going to start out with repaints, it's probably a really good idea to have a reference picture.
Oh, yeah, get a reference picture.
Go on Pinterest or something and find a nice picture. Go and find a picture of that nice looking celebrity and copy their face or whatever. Eye shape. Especially if you have a doll that the eyelids are not really sculpted. Then when you have full choice of what eye shape you want, that's when you really need a reference because the eyes are the first thing that people notice, and if they get all wacky, then people will see it.
Oh, the Christmas Barbies. Those have the good dresses. All right, maybe I'll make her have greenish eyes. Yeah, I had a phase. I must have repainted I don't know how many dolls. Many of these.
I used
Monster
to be pretty
High.
obsessed with completely. I used to be obsessed with just creating whole dolls. Like I would repaint the faces. I would make new outfits. I would even sometimes reroot it or make a wig. I would completely turn that doll into like a different character.
Yeah, it looks good.
Fun.
It is fun. You never know. We'll be back to regular, like, showing different things next week. I've got some plans. You know what? We thought all the way up until, like, what time was it, Azalea, when we realized the GBE was not even this weekend? We were like, we thought it was this weekend.
It was like midday on the day that I thought we were doing the preview night. Like, it was like, well, it was like, actually, no, it's closer to like 4 o'clock on the day we thought we were supposed to do it. And I was like, oh, we actually don't have to do that today. I was like, oh my God. Sweet relief.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because we were like, we're not going to have the thing we wanted. You know, I made that, what am I trying to say? I made a little dragon, and I think I showed it before. But it wasn't done, you know. We had an issue with our kiln. Greg left it outside. We usually burn out outside. But if you get it wet, which he never does, then you're going to have a problem. And so we've blown out the electric part of the kiln, and we have to go to South Carolina to Clay King. I think it's in South Carolina. And get some new parts. And then we can use it again. I actually would like to get a new kiln, one that's for glass. We're starting to pull everything out for glass, people, and it's getting exciting. Azalea wants to learn, so I'm going to bust it out. And I haven't done it in like 18 years, so it's going to be real interesting. Okay, so this is the color I'm going to do for her, like shading her pupil. Oh, my hand is steady because I have it braced. It's braced. Okay, steady hand, steady hand. It's a little too dark. But I'm going to put that pupil in there for now, and I'm going to blend it. Don't be afraid. We don't want to give her serial killer eyes. I need to find
serial killer talk today.
Well, that's because we've got bags out, Azalea. There's plastic involved, and if you've ever watched Dexter,
I don't want to watch Dexter.
You know, I watched a couple episodes. It was a good show. It's a really good show.
Watch it.
I always thought, hey, if I'm gonna have, if there's a serial killer, at least he's doing, you know, he's doing God's work. That's all right. Well, he's all going for the bad people.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, he's like, you know, Hannibal Lecter was supposed to be.
That's
it's like
the
an
kind
unrealistic.
Of one that the police can be like, oh, we can't catch him, even though he's one of your own, bro. Oh no, he killed another murderer.
Oh, Donna says, what kind of glass work? Lamp work, Donna. Lamp work. I did not ever learn to do. What is the big glass called? Furnace glass, I guess. Oh, good. Cherie said she got her first kit from Softlex, and one of the projects has included your fairy. Yeah, that's good. Love it. I love Softlex. I was using another type of line, and it wasn't working out for me. And then I just thought, you know, sometimes the classics are a classic for a reason. So I'm going to put a little bit of dark right on the top of that pupil. And it's just a blob of color. Dots, really. If you get in there and look. But it gives it a look of more shadow and depth.
This doll could be dry by now, so when you're at a stopping point with that one and you need to let it dry, you can start on that one, go back.
You're like, you can do some more.
You can do some more.
I did nostrils.
I think people probably like watching it. I like watching it.
I do too. I don't mind. I've watched dozens of repaint videos.
Most of them are not in real time either.
No, no,
People
there's
put them in time lapse. My favorite doll artist on YouTube is Delightful. I think I'm allowed to say her.
Barbie is getting dolled up, Bonnie. Make her one of the Go-Go's. Oh man, I would for sure have to look at some reference for that. I'm using this brush now to kind of fix up where I put down some of that wash. Yeah, if you looked closely, it's a little watery, but it's okay. It's fine. Where's some brown? I need some brown paint.
Digging.
I am digging. You guys want to see something else I was working on? I found it in the cup. And where'd it go? It was just here. Oh, here we go. I saw it in my basket. That's a painting I'm working on. I'm going to put something here. I haven't decided what, but I at least have the background done. Oh, Cherie, she says she would love to learn lamp work. Can you watch? Hey, that's a good idea.
Once
That's
we
a
get
great
that
idea.
set up, that could be one of our demo things. We have all sorts of things to do demo on.
Mm-hmm. Anne says I've not done lamp work in 5 years. I've been told the skills will come back. I think they do. You know, I did lamp work for I don't know how many years with my sister. We had it in our garage when we lived in Ohio, and it was a lot of fun. And when I moved to LA, I didn't have any place to set it up. There was no place to set it up.
I think I would like to do a sewing demo someday.
Oh, let me see. Oh, yeah, you can do sewing demo. Vicky says, I wish I could do all the firing techniques. I live in a small apartment, and I'm afraid even a torch would burn the building down. You know, I have a funny story about that. My sister and I, when we were first learning lamp work, we had what's called a, what is that little, it's a little minor bench burner, or I can't think of the name of it. It's just a propane oxy MAP gas burner. And it was called something like the Baby or something.
The Baby.
The Baby, because they have a major bench burner, a minor, and that little one that's filled with MAP gas. We had it in front of the window.
Oh, your tea could be getting cold.
And my neighbor came over and was like, what are you doing? He was always so afraid I was going to burn the house down. And that time I turned around and moved, and my arm jostled the torch, and I set the curtains on fire.
That is not a funny story.
It was a funny story when you saw his face. It was pretty hilarious.
I would be making the same face.
His eyes got huge. It was super hilarious. Alright, so that's what's happening. You can see she has a little bit hot head. There it is, Anne. Ugh. You know, it was too close. It was way too close. The hot head was too close to the curtains. Donna says, I've got dollars and dollars worth of stained glass equipment and supplies in my girl cave, and I think my husband would kill me if I brought in another glass project.
Cave?
I want a girl cave.
We have a girl cave. That's
We need another girl cave.
The studio is our girl cave. Nobody wants to go up there except us.
Well, you know what? It's hot, and we need to get
I'm not that bothered by the heat.
I'm bothered by the heat. It makes me feel dizzy and nauseated, so...
I guess I just got just enough
She's
Islander
got the
blood.
island blood.
Bothered. I feel good in a hot environment. I like going
I generally
to Florida.
do, but...
I like living in the South, and I like going to the beach. I do not thrive in the cold at all.
Yeah,
I may
cold.
have some northern blood, but it's not that strong. 'Cause I get cold easily.
Yeah.
Are those green flowers over there?
Probably. Let me see. Look around. Oh, here you go.
Excellent.
If you put that little dot, it makes the eye look more alive.
Little dot of white.
Dot of white. Gives it that
Right.
little extra at the end.
I love doing that part. I love when you're done spraying it and you put the gloss on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Putting the gloss on
I
the
know.
eyes and the lips. Can you pass me the
Yeah.
scissors too?
This is they call it dragonfly glaze. And I like to put a little of that on the eyelids, or it's like the makeup, some of her makeup. Just a little bit to make it shiny. right on there. She already looks a little shiny from that Bare Essentials makeup.
Because you didn't even spray that doll, did you?
Mm-mm. I went direct. Let's
Yeah,
see
you
what
could
this
not
is.
wait.
I could not wait. So if you ever do that, you could always just remove it if
Maybe
you
while
wanted
she's
to,
drying,
or
we
spray
can get
it.
on with the lot sale.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'll just move on.
Yeah, well,
We'll
sometimes
move on.
you sit on there.
Yeah, I know.
You like to paint that doll. It's hard to pull you away.
It is hard. Cherie says, I don't love the heat. It gets worse with age. I used to not bother, and it didn't bother me, but now it just gives me such a headache. Oh, that's her birthmark. Yeah, up here. That's definitely birthmark. Colite says,
Isn't that where we
ethereal,
tried to dye
delicate
her
beauty.
hair?
Is it Fritz? Do you use Frit? Yeah.
What?
So Frit is small glass powder that you use to melt. Hydrate. Oh yeah, that's probably what I need to do.
Maybe
It's probably. Yeah, I have that tea. Yeah, she kind of does look like Michelle Pfeiffer. A little bit.
Oh, let me see. Oh God.
Mm.
Kind of weird. You did that fast.
Well, I'm motivated.
Yeah, she. And
All
whenever
right,
I see
so-
her, I think of either Stardust or Witches of
Look at
East Spring.
this. This is some blush. I think that would suit her. Let's see. If we don't like it, we could always remove it. So you get your brush ready. You need a fluffy brush for this part. Or one that's kind of fluffy. This is kind of a flat brush. The fluffy one that I have is wet, so we're not going to use that. Oh, the sticks of glass. That's called stringer, those sticks. Also looks like the actress in Silo. I don't think I've seen that. I'm going to blush it here just like you do with normal blush and see if that looks good. Oh, it's too glittery. The pigment is too big for her face. Shoot. Give her a nice kind of sun-kissed glow. Let me across the nose. Maybe a little too much on there. Yeah. So what do you guys think? There's a repainted doll. It took me, let's see. Oh, about 40 minutes. I don't know how fast that was.
That's pretty good. In
That's not,
comparison.
it's not as fast.
That's usually the mark that we start, the 30 to 40 minute marks when we start doing the sale.
All right,
We've got some
perfect.
stuff that we haven't shown.
So
people
you
might
can
like it.
compare. So here's factory paint. Looks pretty good, that factory paint. And then here's repaint. Not bad. You can always go over it many times. So
That's what
I
the
could
Super
do
Clear's for.
the
Tell
Mr.
people
Super
about that.
Clear. If you spray it, you
It's
can
like
keep
a layer
going.
locker.
Layer and layer and layer. So many layers.
A lot of people do that. The professional repainters for like fancy ball jointed dolls that you get will go several layers with Mr. Super Clear in between, and then they'll even add like fake lashes at the end.
Oh yeah, I like that too. But I don't have
My
that.
favorite part is the gloss.
I know, I glossed the
That's
lips.
cool.
That was so fun.
I know what the gloss is.
So fun. When you just put it right over there and it just makes it look alive. Sometimes you can do it with the eyes if you have a super glossy color. So anyway, that's
Looks
that.
extra good on a Monster High doll since they have such accentuated features.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I totally agree. Okay, I'm going to move this stuff over. I'm going to show you guys something else. So Azalea and I, we made some necklaces. I'm going to show you. Okay, let me show you when I finished up. Actually, I didn't finish it. I need to finish it. I'll show you this while I got it. Put all this stuff out of here. And move this down. So I'm getting ready to make a class for this because I would do this for a live, but it takes like 3 hours to make one necklace. I know everyone's probably like, no way. Yes way.
Yes.
Yes way. You would never believe it.
Let's show the ones we have for sale, Mama.
I'm going to show this first. I love bead crochet too, Vicky, as you can see. As you can see here. Looky, looky. Look at that goodie. It's not done yet. I got to put a clasp on it. This is a gold bead, though, right there. That's made out of actual gold. Got those in Tucson. My friend was like, you need to put gold and diamonds on there. And I'm like, done and done. The only problem, though, is I couldn't find anything to string the diamonds. There was nothing small enough to fit. Yeah, it is kind of obsessive. It is. So I'm going to make a PDF kit. Not a kit. Why did I say kit? Class, a workshop. I used a small hook, Kathy. I'll show you. I'll have to measure everything. I had it sitting right here. Oh, here you go. Look at this. I got this at an antique store. This is a tiny bit too small. It could be a little bit bigger. But look how cool that is. Pretty nice. So anyway, I've already started working on the class, and it'll be a downloadable like booklet type thing with photos, and I'll show. I taught this class at Allegory Gallery probably 10 years ago, and I had the whole thing where I showed how to dye the thread, because sometimes I dye the thread, and how I drill some of the pieces. So that'll be included, and my finishing techniques. So that should be within the next month or so. We're going to start getting serious about that. All right, show me that necklace, and we'll give it a lot number if you guys want to see that necklace.
Right,
Lorraine says, I have tried it, and it takes a long time.
Do you want to show the necklaces?
Yeah, we can show the necklaces.
We'll show the necklaces
Kathy,
first.
I use all kinds of thread. This thread that was on this was nylon. I've used hemp, silk, cotton, you name it, I've tried it. And it is not, I use nylon because,
let's move.
oops.
Let's move.
Okay, we need to make some space.
Make some space for you. Right.
Okay. KK. Boy, I can junk up a table in about 5 minutes.
I know, it was clean.
It was clean, people. It was.
like
Now
empty.
it's like full of stuff.
Right, we got to get in here so I can see it.
What might work for? What is she saying here, Vicky? What are you saying? Let's see. It might work for diamonds. What is the thread? Really small beads. I use 1G by Toho. I'll look into it. Okay, so this is a double knotted on nylon, so it should never ever break or stretch. So I double knot it.
All the necklaces that we had on the website of yours, these knotted ones, they're all gone. All been claimed.
So this is a hook, or not a hook. Why did I say hook? A button, and
in silver, right?
yeah, this is a silver eye.
We've sold those in the past.
Yeah, I know. I like it. And then has little brass. Donna says, I haven't even gotten past go on to bead crocheting. Those itty bitty hooks get me. I can't even see them. Yeah, I have to use a set of optimizers. All right, so you just push this through to take for protection. The eye. I did this
fall
one.
Off your neck, that clasp.
No, it shouldn't.
Never. It won't
Well,
slide out.
I mean,
How
unless
could it?
you
It's
don't-
got so many little bits.
Unless you don't do it right in the first time.
That
you
is a
put it on.
nice one. I like your color shift here with the white and gray into the pale pink.
You
So
should show
this
the
one.
tag
Tag and talk about the gemstones.
Oh, so I listed everything here. Down from, I can't even read it. Let me see. I'll just read it with optimizers on. Okay, it says a sterling button. Labradorite moonstone. Oh, and I found green moonstone. That's... So this is lot 440. It's 120. It's 120. Now, I will probably put these on the website if I have a chance. You can't see it in this light, but this actually has the lightest shadowing of green on it. It's called green moonstone. This also has super 7 on there, sunstone, aquamarine, blue calcite, turquoise, jade. Look at all that juicy gaspiite.
Lauren is asking.
Prehnite, citrine. Go get me the measuring. I had a measuring tape over here somewhere. You guys, if you saw my setup, you'd be like, Cynthia Thornton, you need to get an organizer to come over.
This will work too.
Ah, my old CCAD. All right, so I'm going to half it up and look. 18 inches, I would say, because it's 9. It's an 18 inch. It's supposed to fit kind of like pearls, a strand of pearls. It's like a modern version of that. I made some shorter ones because people were asking me for shorter ones, and I sold all the ones that I had, but the shorter ones sold fastest, I think, so I made some more. Look at this one. Isn't that pretty? These beads are just great. Look at that. That's a big garnet. Those are from mine.
A lot of work goes into those. I've seen you making them.
Yeah, they take a while when I color shift them.
120 is a good price for that, seeing as how long it takes you to do it and how labor intensive. Because I
And
tried
how
to do
good
it,
the stones
and it takes
are.
a
The
lot of
stones
practice,
are
too.
really good.
When I was doing it, it took me a long time because you got more practice for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, look at this one. That's a juicy one right there. It's a good quality color. Chrysocolla. Look at that lapis. Amethyst. Basically, there's like every one of them is a little bit different. Kunzite, pink quartz, fuchsite, labradorite. I already said labradorite. This one, rainbow obsidian. Oh, thank you. My knotting is perfect because I did the double strand. I've shown you guys that before. 2 through there, and I knot them like this and pull the legs apart to tighten it. And then you get nice, tight little knots. All right, let's show the next one.
You want to keep showing necklaces?
Yeah, I'll show them while
Do you
I
guys
have
want to
them.
keep seeing necklaces?
I'm sure. We'll see. We'll just look at them and then... Okay, so here's another one. Oh, the fray
Kate
check.
also loved that.
Oh, that
Kate
blew
would-
Kate's doors off when I showed
Kate
her that
was
business.
That face that she was making at Mom for the whole duration of that live said, Cynthia.
She was impressed with me. I felt
Flabbergasted.
good. I felt like I made it.
Lots of praising from Kate.
Ah, it felt good. You know, when you come up with something and it comes out to be correct. All right, so this is my snake, like the mystical snake going around. A mandrake.
We haven't had that in stock in a long time.
I know, I haven't made it in a long time. This is opal zircon. I'll show you guys like 4 or 5 of them, maybe 3. We'll see what I have here. Some little river pearls. This is a popcorn pearl. See, it's all bumpy.
Ooh, this one is particularly satisfying.
Let me see something. I wonder. I keep noticing that it looks not that.
Amulet necklace.
I'm gonna clean the
Says,
lens.
handmade bronze, pearls, opals, sapphires, labradorite, silver, tourmaline,
Aquamarine.
imperial topaz, aquamarine, smoky quartz, hawkeye,
Ugh, look at that. That's a slice of tourmaline.
tanzanite, and alexandrite. All of that juicy little goodness for $160.
I know. More
That's
tourmaline.
lot
That's
441.
hand carved. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, put it in there.
You gotta show it.
Oh, I gotta show it.
You have to display
Well,
it.
I was showing all the different kind of
So
beads
people
on
can
there.
see it and add it to their list of things that they're gonna want for sure.
Yeah, I'll put this. I'll wait. I'll give everybody a minute before I post them.
Because on the website they'll probably have to go for more, huh?
I sometimes do. Depends. Now this is a nice long necklace. I prefer these necklaces long because I wear them over sweaters all year round, and I'll layer up several of them. It depends, Vicky. If there's ones that I drill them out. So yes, sometimes there is trouble. So you have to pick beads that are either all the whole fits, or you drill them out.
It looks like a 30-inch or 30,
Around
31.
maybe, because it's 15 inches here length. So that's probably around 30. So it's a pretty long necklace.
It's a focal piece for sure.
Yeah. I usually display these at the show on a nice long T-bar. Yeah, Vicky, she says that's what I need to see how y'all drill them out. Yeah, I'll put that in my class for sure. Because
Those are so decadent. That's like the Mermaid Queen's necklace.
yeah, there's a lot to making them, so that's what you would learn in my little class. All right, here's another one. This one I've shown before.
This one
Last
we
week
had
I showed.
in display at the Big Crafty, and everybody looked at this one with that giant bronze raven. Everybody was
Oh,
trying
Kathy
them
wants to
on.
see them on the website. Okay, we could do that. I've heard that before. Like, people want to look and compare them. So I can see that. It's harder to see in this light, too. So this one will not last, I'm sure, at 120. I did put a special price on that. So it comes with this big bronze crow, jade. What is that? Apatite. Real smooth, good quality
I'm sure
apatite.
you listed it.
Chrysocolla, fuchsia. I like to just name it while I see it. Can't read my own that tiny writing of mine. Kunzite. This is some good brownish moonstone, but it has more like a little rainbow in it. This one is a type of a jasper. That's that rhodochrosite. More rhodochrosite. Super 7, that's this one right here. Garnet. Super 7 is where a matrix of 7 stones mix together and grow together. Oh, yeah, Sharon says, sending you some yummy beads fit for your
Pat
treasure
says.
necklace. Pat's
trying to
it will
talk
be,
to
oh,
Sharon.
she's telling Sharon, I see. Oh, rainbow moon,
I
a
like
rainbow
those big
obsidian. Yeah, I like that too. I put them near the top. It's like a balance.
Oh yeah, good idea to balance
Like at
out
the
weight
top.
of the
I put
bronze.
them towards the back of the neck. And then look at this. Good colors. Good AAA grade stones. I was really happy. I've been into this. I sold several at the Big Crafty. It was good times. Amethyst. So then you can see the color shift here. This looks like a big piece of prehnite, but it is not prehnite. That is a kind of quartz. And then a snake button. And that's lot 442 if you're watching on replay. We're going to be posting these to the website soon, very soon, because I need to get some parts to replace for the kiln.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Dang.
Yeah. Always
Show
fun.
these
All right,
two
next
together.
thing.
Show them at the same time.
Okay, I have that. This is some really good quality amber. Look how pretty this is. This, I love it. It's solidified tree sap from, oh, I don't know, a millennia ago. So,
Oh, you can even put everything on these on this ruler. Keep that in place so people can see it.
I just wish it wasn't
size.
shiny. Put it at the top. Maybe it'll be a little easier to see.
This measurement
Which side is it?
not good.
Oh,
Use
not
this
the side.
There's the inches.
All right. So it's pretty small. A little. This one's about an inch and a quarter. This one is just
had those
about
on
an
before.
inch. Yeah. And they're
Show 'em more
carved.
close up.
They're carved. I would put this where I put it like this. Just like that. You know, with a seed bead. It even has a little kind of area, divot, where you would put that.
You got to show the tags too.
Okay, so that's
Lot.
$4.38. It's $26. This nice piece of.
And y'all know
Hand
how the lot
carved.
sale works.
Oh, right. So if you've never joined us, here's how it happens. You could put the lot and say lot 438, and then
You don't
at
even
the
have to say
end,
lot.
you could just say 438.
Just say the number, and I'll write your name down with your lot number. And then when you're done claiming, I will send you an invoice in the next couple days.
This is a particularly good piece. Yeah, 439, that's the one. Very smooth. It has kind of, I don't know what that pattern is called when they do that, where it's kind of like a scroll but square it off. I don't know. Anyway, that's a really good piece. All right. What's next, Donna?
You showed lot 438 and 439.
Yep.
Okay. The next thing, oh yeah, people are going to be enthralled again. They love this one.
How about the magnifier and zoom?
We don't have that yet. We need to get a webcam, but that doesn't zoom in.
Oh, I tried it just now. I tried the zoom.
StreamYard doesn't let you do like autofocus and zoom. But we're gonna try to we're gonna get a different webcam to connect to StreamYard so we can have the phone for when we're talking, and then have a different camera to show this, so we don't have to keep flipping the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully that one will have a good light and zooming thing and autofocus, because that would be great. So far though, phone StreamYard does not do that.
Yeah, it doesn't. These, you guys have seen this before. I had that great big strand I got in Tucson a few years ago, and got this at an insane price during 2020 because I was like the only people there. And $4.43. 65.
Lot
65.
443.
Big, juicy
But why does it not look like it's
sapphires.
in focus?
Well, that's what I was trying to do, but it's focusing on this. Let me see if I move it. Or maybe it's this it's focusing on. Let me see if I can get it in focus. It's not in focus. To get a little bit further back. Maybe we can get that magnifier like we were talking about.
Research and find the right kind that does what we want it to do.
What about that one in the kitchen? Did we try that before?
We did try that before, but it didn't make it better.
Oh. Let's see. Maybe it needs more light.
That looks good.
Yeah,
like
they do.
Show.
Yeah.
That's lot 443 for those sapphires. We're running low on those though, and we will not have them afterwards. So.
Well, I tried to get them again, but obviously that price they were not going to give it to me. All right, let's try this. This is new. Kyanite.
Oh yeah, this is a new one. We've never sold this one before because Mom likes to. She wants
to keep.
Use
I have two.
Juicy bits.
So this is AAA grade. Almost, I would say, Imperial. Now, when they say Imperial, if you look closely, I know I already tried cleaning the lens.
Sorry, guys.
Let's see, does that help?
It helps when you hold it up like this and see the look.
Oh,
see how good that
a
looks?
little bit higher. Maybe it's too close to the...
I think how you got it now is good.
Okay. That's a little bit better. I know, Kyanite is one of my favorite stones. So Imperial is meaning the color, and you get this type of fleck. All right, so this I have 2 strands of this. These are $45, lot 450.
Those are decadent.
I know, they are decadent.
I strung those up earlier.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, on the back of the tag I wrote deep sea kyanite because it reminds me of the deep scary ocean.
All right, so we have, both of those have sold, so I don't have any more.
Mary Schwartz and Lauren Rachel.
Yeah, look at this one. Good. Yeah, and this kind of tab cut is hard to find. It's really hard to find.
We've never a lot sold anything in that shape.
No, I don't have that very often. Okay, I have 2 of these. Azalea made 2.
Enormous.
Yeah, this is some great big Herkimer diamonds.
I put 10 on each strand.
So this has black tourmaline.
Oh, Julie Peterson wants to know, were there lot numbers for your crochet necklaces?
I don't know. Did I show?
We only had one crochet.
I only had the one.
Here.
The other one wasn't finished.
That one had a lot number. That's 441.
Yeah, this is a 30-inch, so it's actually quite long for my necklaces. It's another like 10 inches. So you can see it comes with this.
I love this little area where it's all those perfect little opals. Because sometimes you'll have like a great big opal, but it won't have as much flash.
Oh, and we have all of these, Azalea. I don't know. Let me see if we have... We'll see. I'll check and see if I have another one. Another amount of these. Because we have extra of that one, so you can just write it down and see.
Okay, grab the next thing.
Okay, we'll put these all in so you can see them. Where's this? Okay, so there's 2 of these. These are 15, some small one. Oh, yeah, Julie, the one was in progress. I haven't put the tag on it yet. Or the clasp, I guess.
Herkimer diamonds now to see how much we have left. But we can't pre-sell what we don't have.
Right, we did have a time when
you keep showing that.
I had
Here, you just show that.
too many. All right, so this is some mini ones. These are really perfect. They're they're like water clear. I've had these different times, and I love them. They're just like the sugar.
Sugar.
A little bit of sugar.
A little sugar.
A little sugar in your coffee. Oh, so here, get back over, Azalea. Did you find more, or is that it? Oh, you did.
We can sell one more.
You can have one more. All right, what about these? We have plenty of these.
Just wait. We got... Alright, you guys, thanks for bearing with me. All right, what's next? We have more of the. Oops, sorry
Oops.
guys. My finger nudged it too hard. Oh, you guys are commenting this so hard. I'm trying to find. All right.
And I have more of this one, Azalea. You know
I
that.
know, I saw those. I have to make sure we have just enough though.
That
'Cause
one I do have.
I put 20 per strand, and we have to be doubly sure before we put them out. Because this might not be 20 enough. Look.
Yeah, there's more.
I'll say it's safe to do 3 more.
Okay.
Alright, wait, before you start scrolling.
Okay, so Azalea's writing down
I'm writing
the
everybody
names.
down. I was just triple checking you guys, because I don't want to have a repeat of the opal drop incident. So that's 1, 2. We can sell a total of 5. Okay.
All right, let's see.
We keep
Oh,
scrolling
sorry.
and I'm not done.
Sorry. Did you get everybody's name?
No. Mom, dang, 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 dong. Like, clearly not if it's still in there.
It's fun to work on those dolls. Now I'm ready to do more.
It's not time for that now. We're doing the sale. She likes to do the things.
Oh, and she says she lives 30 minutes from the jetliner mine. You know, we had a friend of ours that mines Herkimer diamonds, and you know what the funny thing that they said was they followed around the trucks.
Yeah, you did get a big and a small one, and Gardan. All right, there we go. Now we're caught up. Now you can move on.
Oh, Julie says, I'd like the one you're still working on when it's ready. Ooh, okay, I'll finish that up. I'll let you pick the class.
Yes, maybe you can send her a message when it's done. All right, we showed
All right, you
those.
done with that? Let's do some of these.
Those will be good.
All right, I have some of these. I haven't had these before, or rather, I had them in my collection, and I did not share them. These are smooth rondelles. Did she miss the coins? I have a bunch of coins downstairs. Oh, yeah, I was going to show that. You know, Mary, I forgot completely. I had a new coin if you want to go get it and show it. That one with the mermaid, you know?
Let's do that last.
We'll do it last. Okay, so I'll bring that up here in a second. So I have 3, or no, you had 5 of them? Oh, yeah, 5.
There's a total of 5. There's another 2 over there that I haven't strung yet.
Oh,
That is
so this
$4.49
one,
for those opals.
these are smooth, juicy.
Kajlisha asks how everyone weekend going.
I think it's Kylisha. Is it Kylisha?
Well, there's
I
a
would think the
J.
J is like silent, or maybe it makes an I sound.
Tell us how to pronounce your name so we stop butchering it, friend.
Yeah, I don't want to make it a mess out of it.
Those I like. I like how smooth they are and how you can see through them. Very flashy. My weekend is going good because I got some patterns, some sewing patterns for some cute
we should
plushies.
show the fabric we got last.
We can show that, yeah. Jermaine, hello Jermaine, it's nice to see you again, my friend.
Jermaine. We were supposed to get together, but I didn't get a chance to get away. When I was in San Francisco.
I got a little of that resentment from my friend there. Not you, Jermaine, don't worry. All
Would make a nice necklace.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, I've used these. These are what I use in my crochet necklace.
We have another 3, friends, if you want more.
But, she says, yeah, Kylie Shah. You said it right. Oh,
okay.
good.
You said it right. I did not. Okay.
So you've seen on my necklaces, I like to use these ones on my crochet, right in here. And for these, I save for earrings or on, those necklaces I make with the wire wrapping? These are perfect because then I can string them sideways and they're like automatically like a juicy spacer.
Jermaine says we will get together the next time. Yeah, we will because I'll be there next time and Mom won't get so manhandled. All right.
$4.49, you guys. So this is done? All right.
All right, almost.
Did you write down everybody?
Because sometimes people want to wait to see what we have to say, and then they add into it. So we've sold 3 of these. We got 2 left, y'all. If you want any more of these, because We're not pre-selling these. I just want to make sure that we have the perfect inventory for them, so I don't want to have to refund anybody if we run out and we've sold it. So there you guys go. So we've got 2 left as of now. All right, this is next. Now we're on to the lockets, and that'll be it.
Then you can go down and get my coin.
All right.
All right, so this one, I didn't have this last week or Wednesday.
Do you have
this,
more of those?
Yeah, I do.
Are you positive?
Let's check. I have a couple more.
We had lockets last week, but we didn't show this. This is a medium size. Here, keep digging it. This is a medium size rather than a small or a large. It's a little bit more. It's 38 for this one. And these, this is the kind that opens. We have a variety of ones that are either opening lockets or they're bottles. And these are pretty popular at our craft shows because of how much you can do with them. This one is not as deep, so this would be good for like maybe a
photo,
a flower petal or a photo or something. I usually, I used to have to fill these with little samples before a show, and I would put in little pieces of lace with a flower petal or something, just to show people how it, that you can put something in there. Jermaine asks, are any of the amber left? I may need another one. Oh, Jermaine, you've always liked the amber. We have, let's see
this
if
one,
any of these sold.
I think they both did. There's this one, if you like this one. This has a design that looks like a rune.
438 was not claimed. So this is the one that we had out, Jermaine, but if you really like these amber pieces... Oh,
there's this one too.
She's going to put that in there. If you really like these amber pieces, we can also just show you our collection privately, since you seem to be pretty interested in them. This is the other one that was there. This one I think maybe people didn't want because it had this little divot here, but I think you can use that. I think you could tie something there, and I think that would look cool. Alright, 447 is gone to Kathleen. Thank you, Kathleen.
Yeah, we have 2 more of this, if there's any other interest. It's just an unusual shape, too, because usually I've had these where the top is the, where you have the bail. But it's good to put in flowers. I had the feathers of my bird. Okay, now what's next? Okay, so here's a big one.
Oh yeah, see here's the medium horizontally hanging oval, and then there's a large vertically hanging oval.
Yeah, look
I
at
like that a lot. That one's very Victorian.
These are actually based on Victorian pools of light. Look at that.
When you're done with those, these are next. I'll go get your clothing.
Azalea is going to get my new mermaid coin that I made a couple days ago. This was 48 for the big one, and it's 448. I think I only have, like, let me see. I didn't get a ton of them because they were, okay, looks like I have one more. Let's see. Kathy wants this. Write that down.
Okay.
All right, let me get this one. I will put that away. So I have 2 of this big square locket. I'll show you how to open it. This is a good one for, like, if you do... I bought these from my friend to do watercolors under, and I used to do paintings of eyes, like the lover's eye. And I'll show you how it kind of knocks it up. Are they heavy? I wouldn't say that they're necessarily super heavy, but they're
solid glass.
This is like a crystal, and you can see how it kind of makes that bigger.
Maybe if you lift it up more, it would be like a magnifying glass.
Well, it kind of does look like it does work like a magnifying glass when you put stuff in it.
I like those a lot.
Let me show something that I can actually get in there and see it.
Yeah. Flower petal.
Oh, okay.
Maybe one of those small zinnias, the red ones.
I'm going to get this leaf. Here's a little leaf.
Random leaf.
Just picked it off of that mum. Yeah, now you can really see it.
I like how things look in those perfectly clear lockets, because then it's like free floating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I put different things in there. It's good for paintings because it really protects it. So that's a good size for that. Oh, Pat, you're getting one that has a small square. Yeah, I didn't have very many of those.
All right,
Okay.
that is it. Now we can show that coin. There you go, guys. She has a new coin to show you, a new design. Get that leaf out.
Yeah, how many did I have in there? You didn't happen to? I think I made 8 of them.
I did not see how many, but you could make more, right, with those.
Lori says, I'll take a medium glass locket. Would you be interested in the square or oval?
Let's take them back out. These are considered large.
Mm-hmm.
This is considered large. And
Yeah.
that oval one
This is a medium.
So these are the ones that we have available with lot numbers. This is a medium one. This is lot 447. This is a larger one, lot 448. And then this.
Oh, she said oval medium.
Okay, that's this one then. That's lot 447. Sorry. Thank you.
All right. I'm going to try and get this in here close so you can see it. So this is in the reverse carving technique. You get it? 447?
Yes.
All right. So I haven't punched this one out yet, or drilled it rather. And she's sitting in a little forest whirlpool. So it's kind of like, not a sea mermaid, but kind of like a, what do you call it when they're in the mermaids of the pools of the forest? A naiad, I guess. So I have this. If there's any interest, I can make a number for it. This would be in the $20 range. And I'll punch it if you want to punch, or I'm going to punch all of them, obviously.
Some people might not want it punched.
Yeah, I have had many people ask for them not punched because they're doing bead embroidery. And, you know, oh, Jermaine wants one, so you can write that down. I have 8 available.
I can just make a note down here at the bottom. We'll make that lot.
And then Teresa says lot mermaid in the forest.
We'll make that one lot 451, which is the mermaid coin.
And I'll punch it. I'll punch all of them. And Cherie said she would 20. This is a $20 pendant.
Okay, now that one we're gonna call it lot 451. So if you guys want that, you can say lot 451. But anybody that said I want that, I can see it. Jermaine.
Yeah, it's a good. I'm gonna make another one on the other side of this side, or the other one on the other side of the stamp.
Teresa.
I think it's a good size. I think it would look good with, like, you know, maybe some of these smalls.
Oh, we have something to tell people too. I
Yeah,
have something to say about the kiln and some people's bronze and silver pieces.
Oh yeah, we're waiting on a part since Greg left that kiln outside and got rained on.
And I made some trees because anybody that has an order waiting that has bronze or silver in it, I built trees to fill your orders, but we can't cast it right now because the kiln is not working. So we need
the electrical element got burned out, so we have to buy a new one. It's about $75 and it's on its way, or from South Carolina.
Kind of stressful.
Actually, by on its way, that means I'm driving there tomorrow, so.
We got you.
Thank you for that tea, Azalea. That was really good.
It's good for your throat.
It is.
Alright, sorry guys, it's taking me so long. I stopped to talk. I'm just getting down everybody's names that wants a coin.
I'm going to punch all of these, okay, you guys?
Everybody is saying that they want it punched.
Yeah, I saw that, so I'm going to for sure punch it. I do get people asking for them to do, like...
You keep scrolling up. You don't need to scroll up. I got it. Alright.
Did you get it?
I'm not done.
Yeah, look at it with this, how pretty this would be.
Yeah, you guys are the first to see this. This is not on the website yet.
No, it hasn't been anywhere because I just finished it last night, so they came out of the kiln. That was like yesterday.
There we go.
And they came out of the tumbler last night. Yeah, you could see how good that would look. So we're going to try making a workshop that is, you know, that you can just, it'll be like a, you know, more of a brochure type thing, booklet. you know, you'll get your money's worth. That's for sure what I like to do, the whole full deal. So anyway, look how good that would look on there.
All right, you guys ready to do the giveaway?
Oh, she likes when they have a loop on top. You mean a jump ring? Put a jump ring on that for you. It's easy. I got plenty of jump rings. All right. That was fun.
When we were selling on Etsy, we used to put jump rings on all the coins before shipping them. Just to
Yeah,
give
some people
somebody a
liked
jump
it.
ring.
Oh, Azalea.
What? Oh.
We got one more. Suzanne. Ann says, looking forward to your crochet PDF. I'm going to try. Kylisha. She says, thanks for telling us. I'll be waiting patiently because I love her name, Kylisha. Kylisha
Yeah,
Weiss.
thank you
What a
guys for
beautiful
being
name.
so patient. I made the tree and I was like, okay, Dad, cast it. And then he was like,
Guess what?
I was like, what?
Blew off the kiln. But that's an easy fix. So we're actually talking about possibly getting a new kiln. All right, I'm going to try and flip this.
Yeah, since we've been having some good business, thanks to all of you.
All right. Let's see. These lights are hot, folks. That's why I'm glistening. This shirt I just got at Target, and I feel like when I was running down the steps, like I was going to take off because they were like, it's kind of like wings. Vicky says, I love how you go from doll painting to kilns and glass blowing and painting. A true artist. I can think you guys can do anything. Oh, yes. Mary says, oh, I would love a crochet PDF. You're doing one? I am. I'm working on it. Been working on it for a while. I did a class over at Allegory Gallery when I was like 7 or 8, and it was a full day class. We started the day with dyeing the thread. That was number 1 on the list, and nylon thread you can dye, it turns out, and I put it in the microwave. So I'll show all the tips for that. So it'll be like dyeing your thread and a thing on different threads you can use, because I've had people ask, can I use silk, can I use hemp, can I use cotton? The answer is yes, but I'll show the reasons why each thing has, you know, the bonus, the pros and cons for each material. And then I'll take you through stringing and drilling. That's one I get a big question about that pretty much every time. People are like, how do you do this? I'll show you guys. It'll be great. It'll be fun. You guys are going to love it with full photos. I was thinking about doing, because some people learn better with a video, and recently, and by recently I mean like during 2020, I got a PDF class workshop type thing similar to what I'm doing, and it had a little video attached that you put in this code and you could access a private YouTube video. And I was like, what? And I did it, and it was on crocheting flowers. I never actually made the flowers, but I watched the video. And it was fun. It was like, you know, I mean, it wasn't as good as actually being in the class, but for having a workshop that's, I guess, virtual, it's a virtual workshop, you know, it was a good time. And it was a little expensive, but I could see that, you know, it was a lot of work to put that together. So, you know, I'm going to have it, I don't like to mark things up too terribly high. Oh, thank you, Mary. She said you both look beautiful. That's so nice of you.
Oh, Kathy asking about the kit. I think we should do another porcelain berry kit, like a different version.
We were talking about that, and we have some beads, but we don't have all the beads. We're gonna have to talk to our friend about getting some more. And by friend, I mean like the 7 or 8 different people we get those round beads from. Kylisha says, yes, I'm a visual learner, so videos would be great. Yeah, I'll do that
YouTube
with it
too, didn't we? We wanted to make like actual, because we do live stream demos, but I was thinking a lot of people are successful in making like step-by-step edited processed YouTube videos that you upload, not a live stream, but like one that we can film the
but you
bits
can
and
watch it
pieces
forever,
of,
kind of
that
like
we can do a voiceover for.
We've already begun those.
We did one, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, but it wasn't a private. It was just, you know, on YouTube. So we're gonna do some that will be
A private class. We could open a Patreon.
Well, we'll see how
Allegory
it
Gallery has a
goes.
Patreon, I believe. We could do a Patreon where we do
Maybe it's a
monthly
live
or
class.
bi-monthly classes, because a lot of people do that. A lot
I've
of
seen
people,
that.
I think some of our friends that we have on Instagram will have, like, with their sewing patterns, they'll be like, you know, you can buy some off my store, but some of them are not on my store. You have to
Right.
subscribe to my Patreon, and then you
Then
can,
you
know,
can get it.
yeah, it's a subscription, and then you can get secret things.
Right.
Secret things for the fans.
I've been thinking of that for a long time, but I kind of hesitate because I don't want to have, you know, when it's, you have to come up with something. I want to just have my stuff together before I do that, you know.
Yeah, because then you have the obligation of doing something every month. And we
Oh,
already got
Mary
stuff
says,
to do.
check out Wistia.com. They have lots of tips for making videos. Disclaimer, it's my son's company.
That's
Perfect.
cute.
Sounds good. You know, we're getting better with some of our videos, and we're researching more, you know,
Equipment.
webcams and equipment
I think we should get a
to
mic.
make them smoother and, you know, just, you know, sound better.
Audio
just-
is important.
Yeah,
'Cause
audio is
sometimes
very important.
If somebody is not, like, watching, if they're doing something while you're live, the audio is probably the most important part. Because then, you know,
Right.
being able to hear what you're talking about is good.
And see.
I think we should invest in a good microphone.
That's
one
on
of those
our-
ones that you can rotate so it's horizontal, and then when we're talking, it connects. I think there's a Bluetooth one you can connect to your phone, because a lot of streamers use their phones. We could do that for our live shows, and then there'll never be an audio problem ever because we have a mic.
Perfect.
Are you
All
guys
right.
ready for the giveaways?
Yeah, giveaway time.
All right. The first
Oh,
thing.
and you know what? So we do have a kit for the TGBE, and it is this weekend. I don't know. We thought, and we were operating under the assumption that it was last weekend, and it was so stressful because we were like, oh my god, we're not gonna be able to finish this. And I was like, how could I have how did the week go so fast? And it turns out,
Well, we better not
lost a
skedaddle
whole
around this
week.
time. I think we need to get we need to start prepping tomorrow. Procrastination is not your friend. We should just get it ready as soon as possible. And there's no such thing as being ready too early.
Yeah, she's not.
I don't like doing anything last minute. When Mom was gone and I had to do the lives by myself, even if we were starting at 7, I was in here making lots and pricing things at like noon. Because there's no way that I'm going to be like last minute, like, oh, what do I do? No. Mm-mm. That is not the way.
That's not. She does.
Procrastination
not like that.
station is not good. All right, we got to do the giveaways.
All right. Let's.
The first round is guessing an animal.
So first, tell it. What we've been doing for the giveaways is a $20. Is it $20 or $25? $20 gift certificate to use during this part, or on the website tomorrow or next week. Or you don't have, you know.
The gift cards don't expire. So we'll have 3 rounds. Each one you're guessing a different thing. Whoever guesses the
Jeanette Beaver
in ready.
So did you do animal? We're doing animal first?
We're doing animal first. So whoever guesses the animal that is written here, or the fruit, or the gemstone, whichever round we're in, whoever guesses it first will win that $20 gift card. So we're giving out 3 $20 gift cards for any of our new viewers. You know, you guys know how this goes. And I'll email it to you. And they don't expire, so you can use them anywhere. Or you can use them on anytime. Oh, wow. That was so quick. Dang. You guys barely got in there. June, meerkat. I didn't even have to give a hint. You just, that's
So
just what
Azalea
was on your mind.
Was like, so is groundhog like too much of a hint? Because I don't think anyone's going to be able to name
I
meerkat.
didn't give a hint. I thought
I said,
gonna
I don't.
give a
You're
hint.
not going to need
June
it.
Fujimoto, you got round 1 in like 2 seconds.
So
with
that was
meerkat.
a very fast round.
Well, don't write meerkat. Okay. Good. I don't mind for sure. I didn't even have to give the hint. All right, round 2, a fruit.
All right, fruit. Fruit is the next.
If you guys don't get it
She'll
as
put it out,
fast as June just got it, I'll give you a hint. One hint, a singular hint from
No,
me.
don't give it yet. Don't give
Not-
it yet.
Yeah, I know.
All right, here we go. And like I said, it's done. Done
What?
already.
What?
There it
Cantaloupe
is.
with Jeanette. Jeanette, you were guessing it. You were on fire to get one, and you just did it. Cantaloupe was our thing in here.
All right. Azalea wrote all the things. She likes to do it ahead of time.
I don't like to
So-
leave anything to chance or anything to procrastination. No
All right,
way.
so she's got it. Let's see what.
Oh wow,
everybody...
you guys are going fast. Okay, round 1 with meerkat was June Fujimoto, and then round 2 with the fruit cantaloupe was Jeanette Carzon, or if I think that's how you pronounce her name. All right,
What
now
is that emoji?
that is a banana.
Oh,
All right.
it's too small. All right, now what's the next
The
thing?
last round is a gemstone, and since there's so many gemstones that we talk about all the time, you guys will get your hint now.
No, don't say the hint.
I'm
Just
giving
let's
the
see
hint.
it. Just
I'm-
see
well,
it.
I'm gonna tell them that we
It's a
have
gemstone.
we've
Just wait for a second.
We've sold this gemstone before on our live sales. That's not narrowing it down, but it narrows it down a little bit.
And here they come. It's going to be fast. It's going to happen in like 2 seconds because it's.
Watch it.
I am watching. We've got our eye on the prize here. We have had this one on
a live
On a
sale
live
recently.
Good people are not. Let's see. You might have to do a hint this time.
I might.
You might have to do a hint. Oh, I didn't suspect.
We're scrolling up for a second to see if anybody has gotten it yet. I would be surprised if somebody like guessed that like first and we didn't even see it.
No, you never know though.
All right, go down. Sorry guys, we're so quiet. We're real focused, and
Try
you
to
guys are
read 'em
focused
all.
on guessing them. You guys are going through every single thing. Oh wow. Nobody's guessed it yet. I might give you guys a hint in a moment.
Okay, do the hint.
I have to make sure nobody's guessed it down here. Oh, wait. Pat Moore. Pat, the psychic. You didn't even get the hint. You got it. Pre-night. We sold
Pre-night.
that last week.
we
Or while
had
Mom was
pre-night.
gone, we had like 4 different kinds of pre-night. We didn't think anybody would guess that, but Pat Moore, good job for round 3.
Yeah, Vicky also guessed it. There's a lot of
Lower down, I
Yeah,
think.
that's a.
I think Pat Moore got it first.
Yeah,
as soon as it popped
I saw
up.
it first.
See? This is our guessing board.
Nice.
My rounds. This is what my page usually looks like when we do live sales. So everybody that got a lot today, that claimed lots, Mary Schwartz, Lauren Rachelson, Ann Schroeder, Kathleen Batchelor, Ann Gardan, Rosalinda Cruz, Vicky Van Grack, Jeanette Carzone, Lori Harvey, Jermaine Quider, Kathy Tutmark, Teresa Kelly, Sherry Miller, Pat Moore, and Mary Kay Holland. Oh, Kay Slayton and Suzanne Gallagher. Those are off on the side.
Then name the people that won.
And the people that won giveaways tonight, you guys will get a $20 gift card each. June Fujimoto, Jeanette Carzone, and Pat Moore. Good job, you guys.
Awesome.
If you didn't win this time, there's always a chance next week.
Kalisha, message us and we'll get back to you. Or you could do it on Facebook. You could do it on Green Girl Studios.
If you have custom ideas, get it to her.
At Green Girl Studios at yahoo.com. Yahoo. I know, old school, but I've had the same email address for like 1,000 years. So give me a I was gonna say give me a buzz. Boy, that's a blast from the past.
90s.
That's the 90s called, and they want their beeper back.
Wow.
Oh, show my fabric, you
She wants
guys.
to show her fabric.
I want to. We went to Joanne right before we were what you call it, before our live.
Yeah, that made it where we were kind of pressed because we
We
got
were
home
pressed.
at like 5:20, so we had to like jump right into it.
Look at this. So it's really soft. It's
I have to make
kind
stuff
of
for her
a
with
dusty pink. Isn't that pretty?
It's
kind of
silky.
weird. It's like
It feels like silk, but it's satin. I believe.
it's polyester.
And then there's,
unfortunately, but
Then she picked this.
I know. You guys don't.
It's flashy.
She's like, she kept saying, what did you keep calling it?
I said it was a little goofy.
She said I was being goofy. But look at how that has that kind of,
That sheen. It's like an oil slick.
it is. It's kind of like an oil slick.
And then I got this. I got some swampy green fake fur because me and Max are making plushies.
Oh,
And I
Sheree
had
said
some-
she didn't want one. So write hers off for having a 451. She said she was just commenting the name. It is a woodland nymph. A naiad, if you will. So that, I know, isn't that cool? Look at it close. It has a kind of a weird oil slick pattern on it. I wear these kind of like a hoodie, but it keeps the sun off of me. And it's made out of this weird material.
Alright,
So,
we gotta close down.
all right.
It's time.
All right, Azalea's like, we're done here. We've done our thing. We've showed our fabric. We've shown the different things. So we'll be seeing you next week. This time we've got the days correct. So we will see you. Our day is on Sunday. Friday night's preview night at around, I think, 7 Eastern time. And I believe the next week after that, I think it's the 28th. I'll have to look at the calendar. We're going to go live with Sam's Beach Shop. That's on Saturday at 6. So that's coming
And
up.
the boss has spoken. My throat's getting dry.
Oh,
I'm tired of
this
talking about Mom's oil slick fabric.
I know. All right, people. Thank you so much. We love all of you out there. We hope you have a wonderful and creative week. And we'll be seeing you. You guys, we'll see
Thanks
you soon.
for joining us. Good night.
Good night.